Teacher June.
Teacher Joy.
And okay, everyone, I would like for us to have a morning prayer first. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven,
Holy be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Now, once again, good morning, Mr. Tue!
Good morning, teachers!
Now, please kindly take your seat.
Thank you.
But before that, I would like to ask everyone, is everyone around?
Yes.
Oh, Jovelyn.
Gloria is absent.
Jovelyn is absent.
Jovelyn is absent.
Yeah.
And aside from Jovelyn,
Only Jovelyn daw.
only Jovelyn.
Yes, teacher.
Oh my God, Jovelyn.
Last, I would like, since as a teacher, I would like my class to be peaceful and organized. So there's some simple terms I would like for us to follow. Very simple terms. When someone's talking, you listen. Now, when you want to answer, you
Raise your hand.
Yes, very simple terms, but will make a big difference. Agree?
Yes.
How was your morning?
Very
Did you already take your breakfast?
Yeah.
Do you feel enthusiastic? Yes. Now, do you want to play a game?
Sure.
Okay. Since everyone wants to play a game, when I say one, you stand up. And when I say two, please bring your chair and put it on the side of the classroom. And when I say three, you gather in front, in the middle, and form a one whole big circle. Do we all understand?
Yes.
Now, one, two, three. Now, class, this game is called Circle Stop. Someone will stand in the middle, and that will be our teacher, Michaela, while wearing a blindfold. And what you're going to do, class, is that while you're encircling this Michaela, you're going to rotate around her while chanting, circle, circle, spin, and back. Turn her on until we say stop. And once you call stop, you stop right where you are. No necessary movement, and that's where Miss Michaela point to two random students. And that big student will have to withdraw from the circle and pick a rolled piece of paper inside this box. Do we all understand?
Yes!
No practice?
No!
No practice. That is
Let's
right.
go.
I like your enthusiasm. Now let's officially start the game.
1, 2, 3, go!
Circle, circle, spin and bob. Turn around until we say stop.
Okay, proceed to another round. 1, 2, 3. Let's start with the question. Let's proceed with the question. Who got the first question? Okay. Can you please read the question and give us your answer, please?
He and a teacher gifted her 2-year-old knife, a set of articles. Instead of taking care of it and playing with it appropriately, she proceeded to tear it in half. What should teacher kids do when she realizes her niece isn't ready to play with such toys? Teacher can provide her niece a toy that is appropriately according to her age.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So, according to Roger Ross, instead of giving her niece a Barbie doll, why not give her a toy that's appropriate for her age? Maybe because the 2-year-old niece isn't mentally capable yet to play with such toys like Barbie dolls. So, let's try to relate it to ourselves, class. How old are you? Most of you right now?
I am 19.
19, 20, 18, most of you. 18, 19, 20, most of you. Now class, let's try to think back when we were in high school. Physically, 10th grade. That would be 15, 16.
Yeah.
Now I would ask you everyone, a 15-year-old skills, a 15-year-old capability, and a 15-year-old ability, and a 15-year-old knowledge of certain things, and I will challenge you to go to the corporate world and expecting for you to deliver a magnificent job. Will you able to handle the challenge?
No.
No. Now class, Roger has said that instead of giving her a Barbie house, why not give her another toy? Now in a 15-year-old situation, what should be the enhancement that could aid that certain situation so that we can be prepared or ready to join the corporal world? What could be? Okay, Harry?
The K-12 education.
K-12 education. Wow, very nice, Mr. Harry. Give her a round of applause. Okay, that is right, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the Republic Act number 10533, or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2015, or also known as the implementation of K-12. Before class, the basic education only encompasses kindergarten, elementary, and secondary, but the secondary only consists of 4 years. But right now, according to the Section 4 of this Republic Act, the Enhanced Basic Education Program encompasses at least 1 year of kindergarten education, 6 years of elementary education, and 6 years of secondary education in that sequence. Secondary education includes 4 years of junior high school and 2 years of senior high school education. So there's an additional 2 years of education. Right? So before you can actually go to grade 1 instantly without taking the K1 or K2.
Yeah.
Right? But because of the implementation of the K-12, there's actually an age bracket. And you cannot proceed to K1 if you didn't get to experience the K2. You can't proceed to kindergarten if you didn't get to finish the daycare. And you can't proceed to kindergarten if your age is not on the limit. 5 years old limit of the age. And the cutoff is October. So if you turn 5 years old at November, you can enroll at the kindergarten because of the implementation of the K-12. Now class, the basic education shall be delivered in languages understood by the learners as the language plays a strategic role in shaping the formative years of learners. For kindergarten and the first 3 years of elementary education instruction, teaching materials and assessment shall be in the original or native language of the learners. The Department of Education, or DepEd, shall formulate a mother tongue transition program for grade 4 to grade 6 so that Filipino and English shall be gradually introduced as languages of instruction until such time that these two languages can become the primary languages of instruction at the secondary level. Who got to experience the mother language transition or instructions? Didn't get to experience it because as far as I remember, when the implementation of the K-12, we were already in high school, so we didn't get taught in elementary. So, because of the implementation of the K-12, the new generation gets to experience a mother tongue language transition in medium instructions. Now, class, questions. What is the purpose of implementing the K-12? What's the purpose of implementing the K-12? Divina?
For us to become employable ready.
Okay, for us to employable ready, according to the Section 5 of this Republic Act, the DepEd shall formulate the design and details of the enhanced basic education curriculum. It shall work with the Commission on Higher Education, which is the CHED, to draft harmonized basic and tertiary curricula for the global competitiveness of Filipino graduates to ensure college readiness and to avoid remedial and dissertation of basic education subjects. The DepEd shall coordinate with the CHED and the Technical Education and Skills Development Authority. Before the implementation of the K-12, when you graduate here in Philippines as a nursing graduate, and then you decided to go abroad to work as a nurse, will you recognize as a nurse?
No.
No, right? But because of the implementation of the K-12, if you graduate here in Philippines as a nurse graduate, and you go to abroad to work as a nurse, you will recognize as
Nurse.
That is right. Now, class, there is a standards and principles in implementing the enhanced basic education. And all you have to do, I will show you the standards later, and all you have to do is say, jump when those standards and principles are met. What do you say?
Jump.
Jump. Okay, now, let's present the standard. A. The curriculum shall be learner-centered, inclusive, and implementally appropriate.
Jump.
Jump. The curriculum shall be relevant, responsive, and research-based.
Jump.
The curriculum shall be culture-sensitive.
Jump.
The curriculum shall be contextualized and global. The curriculum shall use pedagogical approaches that are constructivist, inquiry-based, reflective, collaborative, and integrative. That's right. Another one. The curriculum shall adhere to the principles and framework of mother tongue-based multi-language education, which starts from where the learners are and from what they already know, proceeding from the known to the unknown. Instructional materials and capable teachers to implement the MTV and LE curriculum shall be available. Jump or not?
Jump.
Yes, we didn't get to experience it, but the new generation gets to experience the MTV and LE. The curriculum shall use the spiral progression approach to ensure mastery of knowledge and skills under each level. Now, class, what's spiral progression approach? Who knows what spiral progression approach is? Repeat. Someone? Miss Sophia? What's spiral progression approach, please? Candy?
If the curriculum follows a repeat
Okay, repeat process. Basically, what Sophia said is that we revisit a certain topic from our educational journey, but this time we're deepening the complexity of that certain topic. So we delve deeper in that certain topic. That is the spiral progression approach. Now, is it jump or not?
Jump.
The curriculum shall be flexible enough to enable and allow schools to localize, endogenize, and enhance the same based on their respective educational and social concepts. The production and development of locally produced teaching materials shall be encouraged, and approval of these materials shall be goal for the regional and division education unit. Jump or not?
Jump.
Did everyone of you understand?
Yes.
Now, let's proceed to the second question. Who got the second question, please?
Dee wants to become an outstanding singer. She knows the basic fundamentals about singing, but she is also aware that she needs a lot to work on to become an outstanding singer. What should she do to enhance her skills in singing?
So, Somerset, in your own idea, what Dee needs to do to enhance her skills or to be an outstanding singer?
In order to enhance her skills in singing, she needs more practice, and she can also join some voice lessons.
Yes, very good. Good idea. You have a very correct idea. The only thing that we can do to enhance our skills the teacher education and the training. So we are same goes as the problem that Summersell answers just now. The teachers need to attend a training also, so that their skills will be fit in the position that they are going to apply, right? So here, we are so thankful nowadays because the DepEd and the CHED in collaboration with relevant partners in government, academic, industry, and non-governmental organizations are implemented that section, which is the teacher education and training. Kasi noong sa panahon pa ng mga teachers natin, noon pa, nung kayo elementary class, hindi nila na-experience yung experience natin ngayon, like the K-12 curriculum, right? Because in their time, only corporal education, which is first year to fourth year. Not like now na meron na tayong grade 12 grade 11 at grade 12. So kung mag-apply sila sa position na yan, bilang instructor ng grade 11 at grade 12, hindi magiging fit yung kanilang skills. So they need to have a training. Gets sense? Okay. So, and also, hindi lang naman yung mga guro lang natin ang dapat mag-training. Also, the superintendents, principals, and other subject areas, kailangan din nilang mag-training. So, here in the section 7, it is just, we will talk only here the training. So, I think it is very understandable for you.
Yes.
Or you have any questions about that? Okay, so we'll get the question number 3.
Okay, now Harry, kindly share your thoughts about this question. Can you read?
MCorps needed statisticians who could gather, interpret, and analyze data. Many people applied, but their skills did not match those of a statistician. Fortunately, someone with prior experience as a business analyst applied for the position. They took a risk and recruited the previous business analyst since the job of the latter aligned with that of the statistician. What should the MCorps do to prepare the previous business analyst for the statistician? I think the MCorps should train the previous data analyst of business analyst. Yeah, I think the MCorps should train the business analyst to deepen his skills and his knowledge of the said job.
Alright, so thank you for that, Harry. So what Harry is trying to say is that through proper training, they will be able to transition smoothly and they will be able to bridge the skill gap between the business analyst and the statistician, right, Harry?
Yes, miss.
Alright, so now, if you were the MCorp, would you hire the business analyst?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try to apply it on K-12. So what if there is a shortage of qualified teachers for the strands 10, but an engineer applied for the position? So would you hire an engineer to teach the STEM students?
Yes.
Okay, why? Okay, Harry.
It is because an engineer has a knowledge of subjects in STEM, and in order for the engineer to properly teach the students, since a young course kay engineer man, dili align sa teaching, undergo lang siya og training on how to teach the students.
Okay, very good. That is exactly the point. Now, so this is all about the section 8. Okay, can you hear me?
Hiring of graduates of science, mathematics, statistics, engineering, and other specialists in subjects with a shortage of qualified applicants. Technical, vocational courses, and higher education institution faculty.
Now, this section class that is now providing flexibility in hiring qualified individuals to teach specific subjects in elementary or high school. But did you know, class, that in the Republic Act number 7836, or also known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act, it is mentioned in the section 26, 27, 28 that in order for you to teach, it was highlighted there that you must pass the licensure exam for teachers. But now, exceptions were made in the Enhanced Basic Education Act of the 2013, and it is mentioned here that it now allows graduates from specialized field to teach where there is shortage for the qualified teacher. Or like for example, you are a technical vocational graduate or you are from a higher education institution, you can now teach in high school. Now to understand more about this section 8, let's break down each part. So part 8, graduates of science, mathematics, statistics, engineering, music, and other degree with shortages in qualified licensure examination for teachers or LET, applicants to teach in their specialized subjects in the elementary and secondary education. So class, this part simply means that if you have a degree related to these subjects, you can teach even if you haven't passed the licensure exam yet. But there's a catch. Within the 5 years of being hired, you must pass the licensure exam. While teaching, you can actually take the licensure exam for teachers. But if you also wish to just teach part-time only, then you don't have to take the licensure exam. Did you get the point, class? Yes. Very good. Now let's move on to part B. Graduates of technical vocational courses to teach in their specialized subjects in a secondary education, provided that these graduates possess the necessary certification issued by the TESDA, provided further that they undergo appropriate in-service training to be administered by the DepEd or higher education institutions at the expense of DepEd. Now, class, this simply means that even though you graduated in technical vocational course, you can teach as long as you have the certification from TESDA and you undergo the in-service training program. Like for example, Carlo graduated with welding course from TESDA and he has the certification. So he can now teach in high school. So ano yung subject or strand na related sa welding course? Okay, very good. That is exactly the point. Now, as long as you have a certification and you underwent the service training program, you are now allowed to teach. Very good. Now, for the part C, faculty of higher education institution be allowed to teach in their general education or subject specialties in the secondary education, provided that the faculty must be a holder of a relevant bachelor's degree and must have satisfactorily served as a full-time higher education institution faculty. Now, to simplify this class, as long as if you are from the higher education institution and you have the bachelor's degree which relates to the subject, whether it is general or specialized, you can teach. And also, if you already served full-time as a faculty member. Now, for the last part, the DepEd and private education institutions may hire practitioners with expertise in the specialized learning areas offered by the basic education curriculum to teach in the secondary level. Now, a great example of this part, class, is the scenario that I have mentioned a while ago, which is the hiring of engineer for STEM strand. So, even though the engineer haven't passed the licensure exam for the teachers, he or she is allowed to teach as long as his or her field is relevant to the subject. And also, if the engineer would like to teach, he or she will only
Alright, now Sunshine, could you please read what you have and share your thoughts and insights with the class?
Gabriel went to a foreign country to have a vacation and wanted to visit a famous restaurant. However, on his way, his phone died and couldn't access the GPS. What should Gabriel do in order for him to arrive at the famous restaurant? Gabriel, it's either he will ask for a direction or ask where he can charge his phone because his phone died.
Right, so what you're trying to say, Sunshine, is that Gabriel requires substantial support or a hands-on guidance for him to reach those particular destination, right? Yes. Do you agree, class? Yes, sir. So, where's your prize? Let's give a hand to our Sunshine class. Now, when it comes to seeking guidance, let's reflect on a situation where you were in your secondary education. Were you ever hesitant and uncertain about which academic track to pursue in your senior years?
Yes.
Then, have any of you experienced feeling lost when it came to making such decision?
Yes.
Alright. Then what kind of guidance did you receive that ultimately helped you overcome the situation? Ano yun? What particular guidance? Alright, absolutely. It's a career guidance and counseling as defined in Section 9 of Republic Act number 10533. So, in class, what's the main purpose of career guidance and counseling as stipulated in this section? Anyone? Please, can you raise? Yes, sorry.
To properly guide the student in choosing the career track that they have intended to pursue.
Yes, absolutely. So, career guidance should be aimed to provide and support secondary level students in their career path through the organization of career advocacy activities, similar to the ones you may have experienced class where you were in your secondary education. Now, yes, so naalala niyo pa ba yung when you were in your secondary education, you pursue your future career or the course you aspire to pursue someday?
Yes.
Do you wear the uniform or the uniform? Alam niyo pa ba?
Yes.
Then what career did you reflect during this activity man?
Teacher.
How about this side? So, now the question is, yun pa rin ba yung pinupurso niyo ngayon habang this scholarship? Alright. Some ayun talaga ang pursue. At karamihan hindi, di ba?
Yes.
Within that, do you still believe that career guidance and counseling are still the relevant ones per year?
No. Yes. Yes.
Right? It might be relevant to some and not to others.
Yes.
Okay, so actually class, we can control certain circumstances that may arise and hinder us from pursuing our desired choices. So, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Nonetheless, career guidance and counseling play a crucial role in improving education since it provides guidance and support for individuals in making a well-informed decision about their career path. Agree?
Agree.
Alright, it's stipulated in this section class the collaboration among government agencies such as DepEd, YOLET, TESDA, and CHED because they're the one who work together to conduct career advocacy activities. Also, this section class allows unregistered counselors to engage in a career advocacy activities. Just like the teacher you have in your secondary education, yung sa senior high nyo, di ba? They are not registered guidance counselor, then they still be able or be permitted to provide you and offers you a career guidance activities. Alright? So, now, as per the provision, so they allow in this section, as per the provision of Section 27 of the Republic Act Number 9258, otherwise known as the Guidance and Counseling. So, not allowed. So, this is the one who allow teachers or the unregistered counselors to engage in career advocacy activities. Now, all you have to remember, class, and the Section 9 of RA 10533 is that career guidance and counseling highlights the significant, or it highlights the significant to enhance the basic education. Is this section clear to everyone, class?
Yes.
Do you have any question to raise?
Not so far.
So, since there's none, then let's proceed. Now, who got the fifth question? And this time.
Madge was a big IT student and she was tasked to create a website. She was about to click the publish button, but the screen indicated that there was an error with the code. What should Madge do in order for her to successfully publish the website? She has to solve the problem with the error, or she has to find someone who is knowledgeable about the problem.
Okay, so since Madge is couldn't successfully publish the website, so she needs to. What's your answer again?
She has to solve the problem with the error or find someone who is knowledgeable about the problem.
Okay, we can all. That's also correct, but you can also have a review with your task and. You should review your task so you can track where you mistaken. Okay, and then schedule. Next, I have another question to ask. Pag may task pa kayo, nire-review niyo ba bago nyo submit? Yes. Why?
To make it sure.
Yes.
To ensure that our task was properly done.
Okay, make sure that you're right. Wala kang kamali ka mo, may kulang mo, may more lapses. Right? So you need to review. So same goes with the section 14, mandatory evaluation and review. So by the end
be appropriate.
Yes? Your high school?
I'm thinking about
Yes, Harvey?
the MTV MLT.
Yes. Enhanced Basic Education Program.
Yes.
How about the section 5, the curriculum development?
Curriculum development of the section 5 talks about the purpose of the K-12, the standard and principles that we need to meet. Now for the section 7, it's all about the teacher
Heritage Capital Teacher.
teacher training, yes. Section 8, hiring graduates of success. Yes. Now for the section 9, for the section 14, jobs. Now class, since did you understand the topic?
Yes.
You have a very tight grasp of the topic?
Yes.
Then now, let's play another game. I would like to invite everyone to please stand in the middle. When I say one, when I say one,
Stand.
when I say one, stand up. And when I say two, gather everyone. Yes. 1, 2. Class, this activity is called Choose Me. Now, what you're going to do is that we are going to present 5 different situations, and all you have to do is to pick, to choose the best sections that could aid that certain situation. Now, class, do it all understand? I will give you a minute to answer. After that, you'll need to proceed to where the section is best suited. We all clear?
Yes.
Yes, sure.
Now, for the first question. KJ has faced a range of challenges with his administration amidst the implementation of the K-12. These challenges include high employee dropout rates, outdated resources, and the lack of qualified employees were among the concerns. What section of RA number 10533 can this scenario be aided by?
Ang arasan. 7.2. 14.
Is your answer section 14? Let's look at the answer. Very good. Now for the next question. Carlo is a junior high school student. Entering his senior year. He is feeling overwhelmed by the prospect of choosing a career path. He's unsure about his interests and strengths, and his grades are completely due to the stress. What section of RA 10533 was to be acted in this scenario? Section 9. Let's see.
Counseling.
Now for the next question. Years ago,
David's parents faced significant concerns and doubts about their son's fitness for the job market. Knowing that David was eager to continue working after high school rather than going to college. Their son is on his 10th grade journey, and they are uncertain about the future of their son because they can tell that their son's skills, knowledge, interests, career aspirations, and willingness to develop into the job market are still not enough. Fortunately, there is a very clear identification that makes David's parents confident.
Section 4, section 4.
Kani kay, one man ba, grade 10? O, sa grade 2, grade 10, kani? Siya, si David.
okay, you still have a minute to answer. Just think it through.
Si David, parents, concerns. Grade 10, ano ka, grade 12, kanina.
answer the question. And after the 8 minutes, you will have to pass your paper, finish or not. Minutes left. 5 minutes. Still have 5 minutes left.
1 minute left.
59, 58, 57,
Is everyone done answering? Yes?
Yes.
Maybe review your answers. You still have a minute left. Done? Are you done answering, class?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, please kindly pass it to the front. Faster, class.
Now, for you to have a strong stance having understood from this lesson, here's your assignment to be passed next meeting. Answer the question true and say and write it on one half crosswise. If you are asked, will you agree to the continued implementation of the K-12 curriculum or will you disagree, meaning it is to be stopped? Explain your stance and it will be 20 points and you will be graded according to this progress. Excellent if the content is logical and substantial and it gives a clear explanation of what is asked. Good, the content is substantial and explains what is asked. And fair for 10 points, the content is just enough and close to the answering what is asked. And 4, the content did not answer what is asked. It's equivalent to 20 points. Next, for the second column, the thoughts are arranged and organized well. It's direct to the point. It's excellent. Next, the thoughts are organized. Good. Fair, the thoughts are quite unorganized. Then, it's 4 if the thoughts are not organized and wow. Next, class, 0 to 2 errors in terms of grammatical structure as the points are expressed. It's excellent. Then 3 to 4 errors in terms of grammatical structure as the points are expressed is good. Then 5 to 6 errors in terms of grammatical structure as the points are expressed, then it's fair. Then 4 if 7 to 8 errors in terms of grammatical structure as the points are expressed. Are we all clear for this class? Now,
Since all of you listen to the topic, Mayor, can you please? This will be given as a book conversation.
Thank you very much.
now that sums up our today's lesson. But before that, we're leaving you with hope.
Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Yes. So, this is Teacher Queenie,
I'm Teacher Des.
Teacher June.
Teacher Kai, Teacher Mary. So, and we are your teacher for today's lesson. And goodbye, class.
See you next week for the
See you
session.
next week, class.
We
Okay, congratulations.